ImagineLove. So today since we are all having this quarantine, I've got pretty much nothing else to do for the next 3 weeks, so I figured what better time to start vlogging my series of conspiracy and unsolved mysteries. So today we're going to be focusing on the conspiracies of JFK's assassination. So let's go ahead and dive in. Okay, since I said let's dive in, so if you see me looking down, it's because I'm on my computer for some information. I typed out most of what I could, but there are some little glitches. However, it also has important information for this video. So, as we all know, we appointed for JFK's assassination to the gunman Lee OSwald as the main person responsible for their death, for JFK's death. Many believe that Oswald had acted alone, but other people believe that there was more than one shooter. There are several lists of different conspiracies that I found. I would go over them, but I think that's going to take a little bit more time than need be. The one I will be focusing and touching on is the conspiracy of the CIA's involvement. As most of you know, JFK died in 1963, and like I said before, Lee Oswald was the main person responsible. It is suggested that Kennedy had been frustrated with the CIA's attempt to kill Castro, but that's all I've kind of found. It wasn't really anything of why. The former CIA agent Alan Dulles was also a member of the Warren Commission, which may have led to further investigation on such as having to have a hit on JFK for a specific reason that is not told to the public, and it was classified information. Some people do believe that it may have had to do something with the Russians. However, that was later debunked and was declared that that was not the intent. The person investigating and commenting on this article that I found, his name was Perry, and he was investigating the CIA conspiracy theory, and he believes that in 2017, when Trump's administration made an announcement that certain classified documents pertaining to JFK's death were being held by the National Archives. So where I left off was with the 2017 press conference about the Trump administration releasing certain classified documents about JFK's assassination, which were being held by the National Archives. Perry was then later let down in which these documents were released because they were being a part of the Assassination Rewards Collections Act of 1992. Perry then spoke saying that none of the documents contained any info about what Oswald had said in Mexico City to the Russian embassy. That's all I really know. I haven't gotten a ton of different information from different articles. I got to use most of the news ones that I thought were most credible. The next article I used was from CBS, and I found that the National Archives had released more than 35,000 records about the JFK assassination. An unknown CIA chief tried to hide specific documents pertaining to the case. When a now CBS News correspondent was looking into or investigating JFK's death, the chief supposedly said something, and then I have middle quote, deny release of any information maintaining classified and involves protection of sources and methods. The National Archives seems to have had to have great difficulties getting the documents from the CIA agent. James Angleton, which was a former espionage chief. My question is, did he fire shots under the CIA's command? He went to Yale and Harvard Law School and was part of counterintelligence from 1954 to 1975, and served in the Office of Strategic Services in World War II. In 1947, he joined the CIA. So these are my questions. I couldn't find anything that would answer them. So, during this time, Watergate had been something in the past and whatever, I think. Quote me if I'm wrong on that. So I'm not going to really go for that question, but my thing is, did JFK go behind the CIA's agent's orders, or was he undercover for their investigation with Cuba, and that Cuba found out, and that's when things backfired? Why did the CIA want JFK dead? What was the point in that? Why did they want him quiet? What did he know that nobody else knew? Did he have vital information that he couldn't release to the U.S. as a warning about maybe the war with Cuba? And then what exactly was Warren's commission? All I found is that it had to do with JFK's death. It doesn't exactly say what that was going to be used for. There's no evidence saying what this Warren's commission was going to be about. Or did the Soviet Union order the shots on JFK in retaliation to the CIA? Did it have something to do with Oswald being Russian? Was he an undercover Russian spy or something like that? And then what was the CIA so worried about with Castro? Even though there was a Cuban War, what were they about after Castro's death? And then my question is, why aren't all the documents of JFK's death in the U.S. National Archives? Where are they? Who has them? The last bit of evidence that my questions are was Angleton holding onto the case files that needed to be sent to archives. Why did he delay in handing them over? I kind of lost that information because I thought I had copied and pasted it on here, but I must not have, and I lost it. I can't find the article I used my information to record down. So, why did Angleton delay in handing them over the documents if he had nothing to hide? Did he tamper with them so he wouldn't get caught if they killed JFK? Because I do have a little bit of leftover information in where it says evidence is found in a couple manuscripts that Angleton had don't match up with Oswald's actual Mexico visit. And my thing is, Angleton seems like more of a prime second suspect, because there is hidden information that nobody can find and point a finger to. He's the closest one you can get to. And why isn't he telling the truth? If he has nothing to hide, why are there things missing, and why was he so adamant of not handing them over? So that is my conclusion, that there was some CIA involvement. Somehow, something was being hidden and not told to the public of the United States about JFK's death. Unfortunately, we will never know who fully, if there ever was a second shooter or not. As we know right now, we just say that Lee OSwald is the main person who assassinated JFK. It's an ImagineLove. I hope you like this video. Make sure you like down below and subscribe. Make sure to hit that notification bell for more conspiracies and unsolved mysteries. It's ImagineLove. Till next time.